One more spot in the second round at stake. We will decide that here this afternoon. Two high-powered offenses, two veteran teams that have been built in different ways. Briar Cliff returns a ton of players from last year's round of 16 squad. And on the other side, Mid-America Christian features a number of players who have played at higher levels of college basketball that are now excelling here in the NAIA. And they're both looking to make their way into the second round of the NAIA tournament right here in Wichita tomorrow afternoon. Number 7 Briar Cliff against number 10 Mid-America Christian. Sit back and enjoy. And Briar Cliff hits a lot of threes, but they give up a lot of threes as well. Maybe that can be a point of attack for MacU as well. Benny from the foul line, blocked by Kylie Shear, and she picks up the rebound after the block. MacU's top rebounder, 11th in the Sooner. 6.1 rebounds per game for Shear. Driving in as a D, and Briar Cliff blocks it right back. Mally McNair with the rejection. Calavan for Christopher. Two-headed monster for MacU this year. Shear into the corner. Three-pointer, Sydney 80, no good. And right into the hands of Grace Flanagan. Quickly, Briar Cliff underneath the bucket. Kennedy Benny sticks it. She's got 9 points early and 3 rebounds. Conference Defensive Player of the Year, getting it done on the offensive side. Timeout, Mid-America Christian. And then the next year, they got here to Wichita. They won a program record 28 games, and the 28th was a win against the team on the other sideline right now, Briar Cliff. And there are a lot of players on this Charger sideline that have been a part of this program for 3, 4, or 5 years, so I'm sure that a lot of them are very familiar with Coach Moeller, who you see right there, and the Evangels. Not a lot of the players on Mid-America Christian were on that team 2 years ago, because as we've said, they've brought in a lot of players from Division II and otherwise since then, but a lot of the Briar Cliff players were, and I'm sure they remember the feeling of losing that game here 2 years ago. Great cut. Shear with the finish in tight. And Sydney Savage has been a real spark plug for MacU since she's come in. Blocks, rebounds, and that assist. Shy Christopher dribbles with the left. Into the corner it goes. Calavan triggers a three, and she knocks it down. Perfect find from Shy Christopher. Second make from deep for J.C. Calavan. The two veterans link up there. And a position foul against Calavan on the other side against McNair. Started today, only started in 10 of Mid-America's first 30 games of the season. 66% free throw shooter, misses the second. Sudman, three-pointer, McNair, way too strong, and boarded by Kylie Shear. Quickly they will go, MacU wasting no time. Smith, right wing, Miller, Carly Miller gets Mid-America back within 1. Third Evangel to hit a three. Sodeman looking to answer, no good. Hit one earlier today, not that time. 2 chances for Carly Miller to put MacU on top for the first time in this quarter. Instead, Sudman will nail a three for Briar Cliff. Just the second made by BC in this game, and that puts the Chargers back up by 4. Calavan and Christopher are back onto the floor for Mid-America Christian. So is Sydney 80. He did not start the game, but came in 2 minutes in to run the point for MACU. 80, nearly lost it, instead goes down to Christopher. Calavan with 9. Slaughter marks her, nearly reached in by McNair. Calavan steps on the end line, and it's a turnover. You hear her say that's a foul, thought she was smacked by Slaughter. Instead, she gives it up. Just 5 turnovers committed by MACU, but Briar Cliff has scored 6 off of the first 4. The Evangels have yet to score off of any Charger turnovers in this game. A three by Slaughter. They'll add 3 more to it. 9 points off 5 MacU turnovers for Briar Cliff. And the Chargers now lead by 7. Their largest lead of the game. Can MacU get their offense back in gear here? 80 trying to do it. Couple of crossovers on Peyton Slaughter. And Sydney 80, the freshman, finishes it off in tight. Snaps a mini slump for her team. Sudman, a three to answer. Fourth made three-pointer by Briar Cliff. And the second by standout Connor Subman. All the way back. What an answer by Shy Christopher. She's been quiet so far in this game, just her second made field goal, but you see what she can do. So good in all phases. Christopher, who started her career at SEMO, Southeastern Missouri State. Arkansas native, then moved to Missouri, and now here in Oklahoma, playing tonight in Kansas. Offensive board, McNair, put back by McNair. Count it, and a foul. Soderman was a big part of the team at that point. Hasn't been recently, but back out there now. And she's put Briarcliff up by 13. Loose ball out of bounds. Coughed up by Carly Miller. And right now, on a clear day in Wichita, it is raining and pouring for the team from Oklahoma City. 30 seconds left. There is about a second differential between shot and game clock. Sudman gets the screen from Soderman. McNair around a double team, spins back to the basket and finishes. What a finish. Mallie McNair's got 6. 7 to play. 80 picks up her dribble, swatted away by Sudman and secured by McNair with 2. She will force it up. It won't go. It won't matter. All Briarcliff down the stretch of the second quarter. The lead was just 6 after 1, and after 2, the lead is 15 for Briarcliff. And a travel off the inbound against Connor Sudman. Briarcliff gives it right back up. We mentioned turnovers were not a big problem for BC in the first half, but they've started them out here in the third quarter. As I recall, they committed just 3 fouls in the first half, and they've already matched that here in this quarter. 5 fouls as well on Briarcliff, so one more would put Mackey to the line for the rest of the way. They're already going there, but the next shot would put them at the line. Christopher looking to do some damage, off glass and good. Shy Christopher is really starting to heat up here in this third quarter. Evangels back within 11. Slaughter looking to answer, and she does so. Great shot by Peyton Slaughter, the Briarcliff veteran. 1 minute left in the third. Christopher again through a triple team. Shy Christopher with a game-high 17. Punched out. Miller says that it was off of Briarcliff, but it does go off of Carly Miller, and it will stay with Briarcliff. Christopher had just 6 points in the first half. She scored 11 here in the third quarter. Briarcliff's number 11 leaves for McNair. She'll drive now on Calavan, right into the hands of Borgstad, who rips it away. Another jump ball as McNair out of control. Possession arrow favors MacU this time. And another stop here for the Evangels. Calavan forced her back inside, and lying in wait was Borgstad. Wasn't able to complete the steal the last time, does that time. And the Evangels can get back within single digits here. Bench urging Kylie Shear to check the shot clock. Instead, she gives it up. Shear's pass right into the hands of Benny, and Benny with the finish. First points in a while for Benny, but she's got 13, and her fan club in attendance loving that one. 13 seconds left. Briarcliff back up by 13. Christopher directing traffic. Gets the high set from Borgstad. All the way she goes. Christopher with the finish. Now a game-high 19, and that is how the third quarter will end. Mid-America Christian cuts into the halftime deficit a little bit. It's still a double-digit Charger lead, 60-49, Briarcliff with 10 minutes left in regulation. Shy Christopher with a scalding hot third quarter for Mid-America Christian. And a look back at her left hand, which may as well be on fire for the Evangels. MacU fans sitting behind me, behind your viewing picture, not happy by that call. 4 minutes left in regulation. A 3 from McNair. It is true. Mallie McNair knocks down another 3. And Briarcliff has its largest lead, 19 points with under 4 to go. Calavan, more than capable of answering, cuts all the way in and scores. Great take by Calavan. 2-second differential. Briarcliff will have to finish out this possession. Mongan, no good on her 100th field goal attempt of the season. And another board for good measure for Calavan, the veteran for MacU. Final 10 seconds of the regular season. will tip away for the Evangels. Calavan, one more bucket for good measure. Clock stops with 3 seconds. Calavan with 17, and that's not going to cut it. The Chargers charge on into the second round. They exact some revenge on MacU, who defeated Briarcliff right here on this floor 2 years ago, almost exactly. And this time it's Briarcliff moving on into the second round. They were in the final 16 a year ago, and one win away from a return trip back to Sioux City.